I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. This is really one of the most exciting cars that I think that we've ever had here. First off, there's not many judges out there, real judges in Carousel Red and matching number judges on top of it. This is what we refer to as investment grade, because when you can run down that bullet list of all of those things on there, this is what separates this car from a lot of the others. Look at a PHS documentation that comes with it as well, authenticating the way this car rolled off the showroom floor. So for instance, like the hood tach. At first when I was looking at the car, I said, wow, this car has no tach, that seems kind of strange. I was like, idiot. There it is on the hood, which makes it an awesome, awesome piece, because if you've never owned a car with a hood tach, it's one of the coolest features out there because it's not affected by the foul weather. So if you were stuck in the rain or something like that, but when you drive down the road, man, the tach's right in front of you, it's rising and falling in between the gears as you're rolling through the gearbox on this thing. That big ram air motor shifting itself smoothly through that heavy duty transmission. It's just a pretty awesome oral experience. So. Let's take a walk around the car and let's look at what you might be getting. So you might be getting, right, real Carousel Red. Even though these cars are orange, they're called Carousel Red, right? And let's come check out some of the paint quality here and see what we have. You should be able to read all of those words nice and clear, okay? And as long as you can read those words nice and clear, right, you can imagine you're getting a really nice, shiny car. So if you're out there looking at some other cars, you might want to think about having them do that for you, all right? So we look at this here and we look in the ram air hood, for instance. This has a ram air cleaner that takes the fresh air that comes right in the hood there, all right? And make sure that it gets that nice, cold, fresh air. Great styling of the front end of these things. Little stuff like this. These are original style T3 headlights, right? You say, well, Tony, the headlights, who cares? You're right, who cares? However, these T3 headlights are, 8 times the price of a regular headlight. That's the detail stuff that a lot of people don't do on these cars that takes it to the next level. Throw in the fact that all the little stuff that we just talked about, that's pretty cool. All right, come on over here for a second. All right, so buried inside of here is power disc brakes, right? The disc brakes inside here, a lot of cars did not come standard with disc brakes, so don't be surprised that if you buy a car, a muscle car, and it has drum brakes on it, all right? Wide oval tires. These are the show quality tires, meaning that this is the original style reproduced for its time, right? So you could take it to the show. This is what this car would have looked like coming off the showroom floor circa 1969 and 70 when these things were so popular, all right? GTO Call-Outs here, the ram air like it's supposed to here. Remember, this is the days of great colors and great things. This is a high impact color, right? White looks great on this car as well, but it's not a high impact color, all right? Judge Call-Outs there. And let's keep rolling around here and let's see what we talk. Judge rear wing, all right? And then we have some more call-outs and things like that. The exhaust is all nicely detailed. I want to spend a second and look underneath here. Look how detailed everything is under there. It's not all spray bomb black. When you're looking online, and get some pictures of stuff under there and see the detail and effort it takes to make the shocks blue, the exhaust silver, the gas tank gray, the rear end black, the mufflers stainless, the bushings cadmium coated, all of that little stuff, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of effort, all right? So let's go check out under the hood because where all this noise and racket comes from is there. All right, shall we? All right, that's probably enough. We've got to keep a little bit to the imagination, don't we? All right, so seriously, when you go to a show, you want to be able to open the hood of this car. This is a rare car, man. You pull up in this car, the likelihood of seeing a real Carousel Red Judge 4-speed like this ever again could maybe never happen again. But let's just say that you did. Is it going to look like this? Detail stuff, like, for instance, battery topper. This car has power steering, power disc brakes, some features of other cars that they don't come with. This is not everything we're talking about is standard on these cars, even though they're standard on today's modern car. We forget to ask about them on these, all right? Look at the detail of the suspension in here. Exhaust manifold covering there. This even has the heat riser tube and that whole process in place. The gearbox, the steering box there is detailed as well. You come around the side here where we have the ram air cleaner. So this foam right here seals right up against the hood like it's supposed to. And there's a knob under the dash. If it's raining out, you close that because you don't want water going inside there. If you don't drive it in the rain ever, then you never have to worry about putting it back in. Painted the correct Pontiac color. Ram air exhaust manifolds. Little stuff like GM clamps all around. Power clamps like they're supposed to. This is what I'm talking about, though. This is why getting something like this makes much more sense than trying to do it on your own. It could be a couple of years before that happens. It's going to be significantly more than this car here. All right, so I like to spend a minute on the trunk for a reason, because that's a place that a lot of people take shortcuts. So for instance, let's do this for a second. Let's see what we normally get. Normally we get a trunk, just a trunk. Not splatter coat painted, not detailed like it's supposed to. I took this off earlier because I wanted to show you. You're getting a spare tire with a detailed and painted jack. You're getting a mat that fits like it's supposed to with the correct thing. You're getting splatter coated trunk that's been clear coated over. A lot of people forget to clear coat over the splatter painted trunk, and what happens is if you put a cooler in there or some water or liquid gets in the trunk and you don't have the clear coat over there, you're just going to end up with a rusty trunk and that you don't want. All right, jacking instructions right here, and then of course this is a spare tire cover that will go over top of it to kind of finish up the trunk and give you that luxury look. All right, great looking bumper and the taillights, little stuff like that. And that's all I want to spend some time showing you that. And something probably most people will see, since this car is pretty fast, is they're probably only going to see that, and it's also going to know what happened to them, and we know it was the Judge. All right, so come on in here. We had a last couple of tiny pieces of restoration stuff that I had ordered, and it didn't make it in time for the video, but I wanted you to see that. So part of a restoration also is how do things work like they're supposed to. For instance, this reverse lockout, I wanted to take it out of there so you could see. So for instance, like this right here, this right now, you can't get this out of reverse. 99% of the world's cars, that doesn't work anymore because that takes a lot of effort to get that to work. This is all interlocked in here like it was from the factory. So you turn this on, then you can get it out of gear. The cool thing about it is this won't come back, okay, until you put it in reverse and take the key out there. All right? Okay, so correct Pontiac floor mats, all this is new. Seat covers, seat belts, headliner, dome light, package tray, all this stuff looks great inside here. And what's nice about it too is it's a really comfortable car. Think about this. Like I'm 6'1", and there's like a lot of room in here, but you can still throw another couple in the back. Can you imagine going to dinner with another couple in this car, man? How cool would that be, right? Or you take the kids out in a car and they hear a car that rumbles. Most kids have no idea what that is right there. A window crank. A window crank? Anyway, it's a great experience. Stock radio here. So the one thing you might want to think about is getting a digital sound system, which we put in the glove box all the time for people. And what it does is it allows you to keep this all stock looking, but allows you to also have all your music, Bluetooth, satellite, stream music from your phone or whatever. It's very inexpensive. Just let us know. We're happy to help with all those little things. This has full array of gauges, including factory clock, right? Has water temperature, oil, tachometer on the hood, 120-mile-an-hour speedometer. So this is a well-equipped car, not to mention a pretty fast car too. So as we close up this video, we think about how expensive the Judge package was, which was pretty expensive for its time. That's why there were so few of them. Secondly, we bought these cars to race them. So how many have the original engine still in them? Especially the 4-speed cars, right? This car has all this. It's an original Carousel Red car. It comes with documentation. It's exactly what you should be looking for when you're looking for an investment-grade car. Yes, this is more expensive than a GTO, but it's a car that continues to appreciate much faster than the standard GTO because of its rarity. How many of these are really left? Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll find a way to get this ridiculously cool 69 GTO Judge in your garage. This car is just really authentic with the key lockout and the correct manifolds and all stuff, and it starts and runs just like it did circa 1969. Just hit the key, it fires right up.